This is the first thing I've ever written. I mean, I had always wanted to write a book, but I'm a pilot. I mean, that's not, you know, it wasn't, I had missed that boat, but I'd always had that desire in the back. I had just never found something that I was that interested in. And I wasn't, you know, you think of writing a book, you want somebody who's very knowledgeable in that subject. But when I was first learning about Montessori and I was reading the books that were out there, Maria Montessori's books and some of these other books that are fantastic, but they're all written from the viewpoint of the expert. I'm the expert. Let me tell you everything about Montessori, and that's fine. But there was a huge gap there I saw, that there was no book there from the perspective of a newcomer, just coming into this and discovering what it was all about and saying, hey, look at this. This is interesting. Oh, well, look what they're doing over here. Can you believe what they're doing here? That kind of perspective that would appeal to an average Joe dad or an average mom that is not really into studying the different kinds of education. And it's just, you know, they have children and now they're of school age and what do we do? And they're just hanging on, you know, changing diapers and doing this and doing that. And it's hard to take the time to research different schools and things. I mean, you're busy. You have kids screaming in the back of the car. So I was hoping to write a book that would appeal to those types of people who would just assume that they would put their children in the traditional public school system because that's where they went and they turned out okay. Those types of people. And so I wrote it in a very easy to read manner, and I bring in a lot of examples from my flying career and drawing connections between what the children are learning in their classrooms and how that applies out in the real world, and how many of these careers out here, focusing mainly on aviation, are using a lot of the same principles that are found in the classrooms. So I thought that would really bring it home more with parents if they could kind of relate to what's going on in the classroom. Because when you sit in the class for the first time, it's wonderful and it's amazing, but it's totally different than anything you've ever experienced before. And so I thought if I could intrigue parents enough to go sit in that class and experience that for themselves, they might give it a try.